Hello and welcome to Borno Health Update. My name is Ibrahim Amarawa. Health Update, as you are aware, is a program designed to update you on Governor Zulum's transformation drive in the healthcare sector under the leadership of Professor Baba Malangana, the Commissioner of Health and Human Services, Borno State. In a bid to fulfill the promises he made to the people of the state during the electioneering campaign, and to ensure Borno State achieves universal health care coverage, the state governor, Professor Babagana Umar Zulum, laid the foundation stone for the construction of Borno's first orthopedic hospital to commemorate this year's Democracy Day. During the foundation laying ceremony for the orthopedic hospital in Gonika-Chalari area, Governor Zulum stated that the hospital is expected to complete within 12 months. This is to end the long-standing hardship faced by the people of Borno State who have had to travel to orthopedic hospital in Kano.
Hitherto, Borno State has no orthopedic hospital. As the commissioner said, people normally used to go to Kano for orthopedic medical attention. However, Maiduguri is increasingly growing in terms of population. You need to have an orthopedic hospital. The Metropolitan Council of Maiduguri or Borno State need not to be overemphasized. Inshallah, we shall plug up the construction of this orthopedic hospital. Spectrum Nigeria Engineering Limited is well known for their capacities, and therefore we believe that this project will be completed on time. We want it to be completed in 12 months. 1 year is okay. I think we shall release funds as needed. Yes. And I believe the other old site that we left close to Chad Basin, the Ministry of Health should immediately commission the Chief Medical Director work and see how we shall establish a medical diagnostic center. We don't have one in Borno State. Should in case our MRI facilities and other facilities in general hospital and teaching hospitals have experienced some defaults, then the diagnostic hospital center will provide the needed services, and it should be, run through a private-public partnership. So look into it. Let's have one drawing. Maybe in the States, in Nigeria, we can see one facilities, copy it and then establish it. Yes. On this note, it is my singular honor and privilege to plug up the construction. Check one. That's okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, to the glory of God and to the benefit of mankind. Assalamu alaikum.
That was Governor Zulum has laid the foundation for the construction of a brand new orthopedic hospital. But this effort don't stop there, as Governor Zulum's goal is to provide qualitative healthcare services to his people. Earlier, the Commissioner of Health, Professor Baba Malangana, explained the importance of building an orthopedic hospital in Maiduguri, emphasizing its impact on the healthcare sector. He also commended Governor Babagana Umar Zulum for this project and details the various departments the hospital will contain, adding that beyond healthcare services, it will also serve as a teaching facility for students.
To welcome His Excellency to this milestone event of flagging off of Orthopedic Hospital in Maiduguri. Your Excellency, you may wish to recall that the nearest, until recently, the nearest orthopedic hospital is in Dala, Kano, which is over 550 kilometers away. and someone who has got broken bones, for him to be transported or her to be transported on a bumpy road is really a tall order. And that is why, Your Excellency, you graciously agreed to flag off the building, the construction of this edifice. And Your Excellency may recall that about 4 weeks ago, you have indeed handed over Azare Hospital in our local government area to the federal government as a federal orthopedic hospital. And this will go a long way for the teeming nearly 7 million people of Borno State. And as a matter of fact, with the insurgency, broken bones have actually multiplied. Your Excellency, this hospital, upon completion, will be a state-of-the-art hospital, and it will also become a training center, sir. There will be, inshallah, there will be over 200 beds in this hospital with outpatients, inpatients, laboratories, and most importantly, radiodiagnostic center and rehabilitation center. This here, sir, is the map of the hospital and emergency theater, pharmacy department with accompanying cart and other ancillary services, and there's outpatient with many consulting rooms. The pathology department has different subunits like hematology, biochemistry, etc. And behind it is the prosthesis department. Prosthesis is very crucial, as some of the victims of trauma may end up losing their legs or their arm, and therefore they needed a reconstructed one or a prosthesis.
That was the Health Commissioner, Professor Baba Malam Gana. He is indeed the reformer of Borno's healthcare system. Furthermore, the people of the Nari and its environs have seen light at the end of the tunnel. On this same day, June 12, the governor also laid the foundation stone for the construction of a befitting general hospital in Zanari area within Maiduguri city. He elaborated on the scale of the major hospitals under construction this year and the objectives of ensuring the people have access to healthcare services.
Campaign promises to the people of Borno State that we shall increase access to affordable and quality healthcare delivery in Borno State. Borno State has embarked upon construction of many general hospitals. Right now, a befitting general hospital is under construction in Gubio, in Magumeri, in Azare local government area of Borno State, in Uba, Askira local government area of Borno State, in Mafa, in Dikwa. I think these are the areas that new general hospitals are under construction. And we believe we shall complete it on or before the next 6 months, inshallah. Furthermore, we have also remodeled and increased additional structures in Ngaranam, and very soon we shall commission the Ngaranam General Hospital. We are also building new facilities at Mulai General Hospital, and we shall very soon commission it, inshallah. Today we are here in Zanari to officially plug up the construction of a befitting general hospital that will service the entire community of about 1.5 million people that have no access to affordable healthcare system. Inshallah, funding will not be a limiting factor. We shall provide funding as at when due and ensure that this hospital is completed on or before the next 12 months, so that we shall be here to commission the hospitals. This hospital. What matters is not only the construction of the hospital, but the services that are to be provided. You are aware that Borno State government is currently training hundreds of medical doctors outside the country. And currently we have about 484 nurses that will complete this year and next year. All of them shall be bonded. And we believe these candidates will provide the human resources for health needed in the state. And the Commissioner for Health was in Egypt a few months ago, just 1 month, in order to look into the possibility of recruiting Egyptian doctors into Borno State. These people will complement the efforts of the existing medical doctors in the state, pending when our children will complete their studies abroad and within the home, so that they will take over from them. I want to assure the people of Borno State that inshallah, government of Borno State, before the expiration of our tenure, will build all the hospitals and ensure that all these hospitals are fully equipped. Not only equipping them, but also manned with adequate human resources for health. And the teaching hospital will be commissioned this year. The 650 bed capacity hospital will be completed, teaching hospital. On this note, it is my singular honor and privilege to use this opportunity to plug up the construction of a befitting general hospital here in Zanari community of Borno State, to the glory of God and to the benefit of mankind. It is my singular honor and privilege to plug up the construction of General Hospital in Zanari today, Thursday, the 12th of June, to the glory of God, in commemoration of the 12th of Democracy Day, 12th June 2025. Assalamu alaikum. Mega water facility in Euro Garnian. Chakul Mambani and Domonzi. Rikwada Saudi Nanyandura Tian. Amani Gurade Himagono. Aha, Nudo Samazaka Katala Wi Sasan.
As part, the Commissioner of Health and Human Services, Professor Babamalangana, stated that this befitting hospital will contain 450 beds, serving surrounding communities, and will be completed within stipulated time.
Your Excellency, it's my singular honor and privilege to welcome you to Kaleri, where you will flag off the Kaleri and Zanari to commission or flag off the construction of ultra-modern hospital. Your Excellency, sir, it is your vision to bring universal healthcare coverage to the entire people of Borno State, and this is one more step forward. And on behalf of all the healthcare sector, let me, Your Excellency, use this opportunity to appreciate you for the succor that you've been bringing to the people of Borno State, bringing them closer to universal healthcare coverage. This hospital, upon completion, will have 450 beds. It will have outpatient and inpatient capacity. It will have laboratories. It will have both children facilities as well as maternal services, which is very dear to the state. This hospital would be an outstanding one, Your Excellency, and the contractor has already been mobilized to site, and you can see he has already commenced action. And hopefully in 6 months' time, Your Excellency, this hospital may be ready for commissioning, Your Excellency. Inshallah. Inshallah.
In another development, the Honorable Minister of State for Regional Development, His Excellency Ubamaigari Ahmadu, commissioned and hand over a renovated and upgraded pharmaceutical store known as the Borno Central's Medical Store to the Borno State government. The facility, upgraded to pharma grade and international standard by the Northeast Development Commission, NEDC, is equipped to enhance healthcare delivery and safe medical storage statewide.
Chairman of the Board of the NEDC, General Paul Tarfa, Managing Director, Executive Directors, Chairman, House Committee, NEDC, who also represents the Chairman, Senate Committee on NEDC, board members, honorable members of the House of Reps here present, members of the Borno State Executive Council. Your Excellency, like they say, health is wealth. This is one project that is very key to our hearts, and I'm sure it's the same with you. We were here like 4 months ago while it was still ongoing. Like the MD has already stated, this is one project that needs to be replicated across all the states of the Northeast, and indeed all states of the nation because of its importance. And it is on this note, Your Excellency, that I have the honor on behalf of Mr. President, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, through the Northeast Development Commission, this magnificent edifice comprising of the central store and other associated structures to the benefit of the people of Borno State. Your Excellency, it is my pleasure to also hand over all the facilities to you for the onward transmission to the agencies under your office. Your Excellency.
Borno State government about a year ago or more established a drug management agency in order to manage our drugs. This is a very serious problem. We're having drugs, but because of lack of maintenance and others, storage facilities and others, most of our drugs are being, what can I say, filtered and mismanaged. So we wrote to the Northeast Development Commission. This is a very good project. Sustainable power supply is the only option. That means our drugs are kept within the ambient temperature, and that will be a very nice one. We reduce cost of procurement, and we have appointed a very hardworking and dedicated managing director to handle this area. Journalists, you have to listen to me because you always want to hear bad news. They are doing well. They are human beings. I'm not saying that they don't have shortcomings, but honestly speaking, within the time frame of last 2 years, Northeast Development Commission has been doing some great works, not only to the people and government of Borno State, but in the entire Northeast sub-region. And we have to commend them. Thank you very much for this beautiful office. I'm not the only impressed with the office. I'm after the central store. Yes, so where I think air conditioning facilities are provided, so the drugs will remain kept in a very good temperature. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Governor Babagana Umara Zulum received the project, commended the NEDC's commitment to the critical infrastructure.
Appreciation to Northeast Development Commission. This project is a very good one. For a very long time, our drug management are not in good condition. And I want to assure you that we shall make maximum utilization of this place. Let me acknowledge he protested that some of the projects are his own and nobody has recognized him. I want to recognize you if you are material.
In an interview, the Executive Secretary Bodma acknowledged the commitment of Borno State government for the establishing the agency and the effort of Honorable Commissioner for Health, Professor Baba Malam Gana, for making this important agency a reality.
Alhamdulillah, today marks a milestone in the history of our dear state. Borno State Drugs and Medical Consumable Management Agency was passed into law in the year 2023, 6 September. His Excellency Professor Babagana Umar Zulum, CON MAIFNSE. This is in line with the National Distribution Guideline in establishing a drug management agency. Today, where I say this is a milestone achievement, we had an existing central medical warehouse center, warehouse or store, which has now been fully upgraded by Northeast Development Commission. The whole essence of this upgrade now is to raise the standard of our practice, extend the standard of the store to farmer grade standard, which is also in line with the National Distribution Guideline. The warehouse, which was built by the state government for quite a long time, this time around has been upgraded to a standard whereby it contains some upgrade facilities. Notably, amongst those upgrade facilities one, we have a cooling system which involves insulators that covers the warehouse up and down walls and the floor. They are fully insulated to keep the ambient temperature of the environment, so that the drugs and consumables stored within this warehouse now will be stored within the required temperature. Secondly, Northeast Development Commission has also gone to an extent also to, as part of the upgrade of this warehouse, to provide what? Chillers. These chillers are responsible for this cooling of this warehouse that you see they are all experiencing now. They keep the temperature as low as 20, 20 or even less than that, which is the standard for a warehouse upkeep. We have 2 chillers that have been installed. We also have CCTV cameras within and outside the warehouse for proper surveillance. We also have an inventory management software to keep abreast of all the information in data for all the drugs and consumables that come in and out of the warehouse. They keep in check and also provide a good accountability for the system. The Northeast Development Commission has also gone to another milestone. Apart from also upgrading the warehouse, they have also provided office complex. About 9 office complexes has been provided for both staff and board members of the chairman and board members of this agency. We also have an ICT office that was also been approved as part of it. They also are approved and also brought in a 100 kVA generator as a backup once the power grid has, solar power grid has gone off. As part of also the upgrade of the warehouses, they have also provided adequate water supply in the facility, in the offices complex, and also at the warehouse. As you can see here, His Excellency Professor Babagana Umar Azon, the Executive Governor of Borno State, under the able leadership of our Honorable Commissioner, Professor Baba Malam Gana, who has championed and chaired this activity, has also made sure that this particular warehouse has been capitalized with drugs and consumables to an appreciable standard that is covering both facilities, both primary and secondary facilities, as well as tertiary facilities within the state. We want to extend our deep and sincere appreciation to His Excellency. Finally, Northeast Development Commission, we appreciate you so much. The Honorable Minister of Regional Development, who also was here to officially, in collaboration with the governor, to hand over the commission and hand over of this facility to the states. We appreciate them so much for all this support.
Well, viewers, with this, we have come to the end of this week's edition of Borno Health Update. We hope you enjoy the program. Join us next week for another interesting segment. Until then, I'm Ibrahim Amarawa. Bye for now.